nobody. I go kamikaze, smoking on that broccoli. I go kamikaze, I don't need nobody. I go kamikaze, smoking on that broccoli. She ride me Kawasaki.
Guys, Rami X back with another video. In today's video, which I'll suggest, is what if Itachi raised Naruto and Sasuke. And the like goal for this video is going to be 200 likes to guarantee another part, and 300 to get another part immediately after this one. So make sure to like, share this video to someone who likes what ifs. Comment, make sure to vote on my community tab to determine what if you will get next, as my upload schedule is every other day. Example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, etc., etc. And subscribe. So we left off with Naruto and Sasuke, as well as Sakura if you count her, starting the bell test. As Naruto the previous day had stocked up on an abundance of kunai, with Sasuke doing the same, and had a master plan to win, wanting to beat the failure rate, which was 66.6%, roughly, as Naruto and Sasuke had looked into all of the people who had failed, and realized that they all fought over the bells, and the one who didn't cooperate was tied to a stump, meaning that teamwork was key, and they'll perform that amazingly. As we now return to the start of the bell test, Naruto would then throw 6 kunai Kakashi in a circular fashion, as Naruto would then add wind style to these kunai, keeping them afloat. Sasuke would then funnel lightning through his sword, clashing with Naruto, who used his sword as a conductor for the lightning chakra, slicing through the wind as Sasuke prepared an Uchiha-style Great Fireball Jutsu through the hole, creating an explosion, which Kakashi had suffered from somewhat, not realizing how synergetic they had been, as Naruto then told Sasuke to set up a trap in the forest, as he did, running over to the forest and the trees as he was, in foliage, as Naruto then occupied Kakashi with multiple windmill kicks, flurries of punches, judo slams, kicks, etc., etc., and even many jutsu clashes, as Naruto began to let himself be pressed by Kakashi slowly by slowly. They had entered the forest, as Sasuke then appeared behind Kakashi, throwing him into a web that a few spiders had created for him, as ninja wire then wrapped all around Kakashi's body, thrown by 4 of Sasuke's clones, as Naruto and Sasuke then each held an end of the wire, funneling fire style through Naruto's end and lightning through Sasuke's, hitting Kakashi, who activated the Chidori to cut through the wire and just barely came out unscathed, with the area he had been in previously decimated by their combination attack, as Naruto and Sasuke had one more planned, clashing and chasing Kakashi, who started to run away from them, not really a part of their plan, as they decided to improvise, as Sasuke then appeared in front of Kakashi with a kunai in hand, having a quick skirmish with Sasuke, as Naruto would then line up ninja wire with paper bombs laced through them perfectly, and the only thing, that he could see was the glint of light from the paper bombs, only visible with his Sharingan, as Naruto then got beside Sasuke, chasing Kakashi, who was running, lifting his headband up to try to counter with his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, 3 inches away from the trap, doing a backflip, getting away from the trap, but it had seemed that the explosion's radius was able to damage him, tearing the cloth around his shoulder and leaving a rash, as well as leaving the wound open, as Naruto then ran around Kakashi with Sasuke, each activating their 3 Tomoe Sharingans and jumping back into the action, as they both asked Kakashi why he had the eyes of the Uchiha clan. "Those aren't your eyes, why do you have them?" as he exclaimed that a comrade entrusted it to him. "And why do you have those eyes, Naruto?" "Because I'm an Uchiha." "Why else?" as he froze for a second, as he thought to himself, Kushina had red hair and Minato had blonde hair. No way they could be Uchihas. How could that be? As it gave Naruto and Sasuke the necessary time to point both of their swords at Kakashi, grabbing the bells, and in this timeline, Sakura would be tied to the stump, and they would give their food to her, eventually going home and sleeping for a long day, as Naruto and Sasuke woke up very early, eating breakfast at Irichiraku's, and then doing some direct missions, so that later on in the day, they can have a huge spar where they go out, something that they do every 2 weeks, as Naruto and Sasuke would then see Kakashi, telling him that they completed 10 direct missions each, and they would be taking the day off, as Kakashi then asked what they were doing, as they exclaimed that they were having a duel, as Kakashi then said, "Well, if that's the case, then me and Sakura will watch it once we complete some D-rank missions," as Naruto and Sasuke then ran over to a training field, knowing exactly what they were going to do. getting into a fighting stance as they then ran at each other, unsheathing each of their swords and clashing for about 20 seconds as Naruto then created 20 clones, sending them at Sasuke like torpedoes, as Naruto then did the hand signs for the Uchiha style Great Fireball Jutsu, obliterating all of his clones and making Naruto cough a bit, tagging Sasuke, who just barely jumped back, suffering minimal injuries, and running at Naruto, conducting electricity through his sword, stabbing Naruto, lifting him up into the air, similar to what Madara did to Sasuke in the war arc, as the three Tomoe pattern of the Sharingan started to merge together into one pinwheel-like pattern, the Mangekyo. In eyes Sasuke had come to love and hate, as Naruto then passed through the blade and disappeared. One of Naruto's Mangekyo abilities, being able to travel into his own dimension while his Mangekyo is active, as long as it's not used consecutively over long periods of time, the overuse of which and or offset blurs the left eye of the Mangekyo Sharingan. As Naruto would then windmill kick him, using his shirt to lift himself into the air, bringing his foot down with chakra, enhancing it, connecting with Sasuke's body, creating an explosion upon impact, as a purple Susanoo ribcage then appeared around Sasuke. It had seemed that he had activated the Mangekyo Sharingan and used the Susanoo as the armor then dissipated, kicking Naruto away and spiral jumping, pulling out 2 kunai and throwing them at Naruto, as Naruto then dodged all of these kunai with the base one Tomoe Sharingan, running at Sasuke, as bits of the Nine Tails chakra then started to leak from Naruto's body on accident, as the chakra then retracted back into Naruto's body, as he didn't want to rely on it yet in the fight, as Naruto then engaged in a skirmish with Sasuke, using a flurry of punches, kicks, and things of the sort, as Naruto would then appear behind Sasuke, who looked back in the same interval of time, as Naruto then heard Sakura and Kakashi's voices, looking back at them and being flamed with Amaterasu, being off-guarded. Have you let up so easily, Naruto, that you would lose so quickly? They distracted me. What a joke. As Naruto then dropped to the ground, flailing around uncontrollably. God damn these flames. The eternal Amaterasu sucks. As the eternal scorching flames burnt his body, Kakashi would then use a water-style water dragon jutsu on Naruto, realizing that the flames had been burning him, only injuring him further, as Naruto would then get up, running at Sasuke, who was still being burned by Amaterasu, activating his Mangekyo yet again, grabbing his left eye and summoning his Susanoo with a sword, slashing away at Naruto, setting his Susanoo blade aflame, as well as leaving a gaping wound on Naruto's back. As Naruto would then get up with Amaterasu still burning, tearing right through his sword and, his body, as Naruto would then manifest his Mangekyo, absorbing the flames off of his sword and his body, setting them back at Sasuke, whose Susanoo blocked it. This was Naruto's second Mangekyo ability, able to absorb jutsu and add the chakra amount to his own, and or fire it back double the force, as Sasuke would then walk out of the Susanoo, unsheathing his sword and walking towards Naruto, setting his blade on fire with Amaterasu. Little did Sasuke know he had been being naive and not heeding Itachi's words on the overuse of the Mangekyo, which would lead to blindness. As Naruto would then start to tap into the Nine Tails chakra, closing his wounds and evading each of Sasuke's slashes, coughing at times due to the sheer magnitude of heat emitting off of his blade from Amaterasu, as Naruto then jumped back, creating 1,000 shadow clones, putting him on his last legs of chakra, as all of his clones then bum-rushed Sasuke, who slashed away at these clones with ease, blocking, evading, and even countering every one of their moves with minimal effort, as he would then use a genjutsu on Naruto, traveling through his clones, one by one, and hitting Naruto, stopping his senses. This was the genjutsu's effect, as Sasuke then slashed away at his clones even faster this time, wanting to end the fight quickly. Naruto would then release this genjutsu, healing himself further, or trying to, and Sasuke would keep his onslaught, pressing further, as Sasuke would then slash away at one of the clones faster this time, stabbing one behind him and sidestepping another, avoiding another's punching, cutting another in half. This would continue for about 2 minutes as the final clone would be stabbed, and then the blade within him will be twisted 90 degrees and sliced up, cutting him in half, as Naruto would then create 100 more shadow clones, 99 of which swarm Sasuke, being dealt with even easier than the ones beforehand, as Naruto would then start to perform healing jutsu on himself with the Nine Tails chakra, as the remaining clone would then be handed Naruto's sword, and due to the fact that he already has his own, because he's a clone, he has two swords, as Naruto's clone would then run at Sasuke, dual-wielding his swords in hand and clashing with Sasuke's, whose blade cut through the air like it was Swiss cheese, as Naruto would then backflip onto a few trees. Sasuke would continue his onslaught on Naruto's clone. The darkness had overtaken Sasuke's body. He had in a way been so happy and scared at the same time that he had completely been induced in the vibe of fighting. Slashing away branch after branch, getting closer to Naruto, his target, adding chakra to his blade, creating a sort of whipped. You won't get away from me. With this, I will kill you. Throwing this sword at the clone almost as if it were a boomerang, piercing right through the clone and making him fall to the ground, poofing away into a cloud of smoke. Like I said, I would kill you. And I did, as Sasuke would then activate his Susanoo, which had somehow grown in size and limbs, surprising Naruto, looking at Naruto on the ground who activated his own Susanoo, which paled in comparison to Sasuke's, realizing that within the fight, Sasuke had been able to progress his Susanoo so much that he'll probably only be able to use his own Susanoo as a defense, running at Sasuke, who slammed down his sword, creating a massive explosion as his Susanoo dissipated, and Naruto was gone. Naruto, within that time, or within the interval that Sasuke had slammed his sword into his location, had already traveled into his dimension, returning and barely having any more chakra left, falling to the ground on one knee, and then both, as Kakashi and Sakura then took them to the hospital, waking up as Kakashi told them that they will be scheduled to go on to a C-rank mission within a few weeks' time, as Naruto and Sasuke rested up, seeing the mission as pointless, knowing that they surpassed the mere work of Genin, as Naruto and Sasuke decided that they wanted to finish the mission quickly, running with Tazuna, Sakura, and Kakashi within Sasuke's Susanoo, arriving at the bridge earlier than in canon. As we will now skip the Inari scene, as it goes the same, just Sasuke was with Naruto in this timeline, and Naruto expresses that you don't need a family, and that just because he's a brat, it doesn't give him the right to act out, because there are so many people in the world who feel his pain, and he's not the only one. As Naruto and Sasuke would then arrive on the bridge, seeing two figures, a boy about the same height as them, and a man about the same height as Kakashi, wielding the legendary blade of the mist, the Executioner's Blade, making Naruto easily figure out who this person was, specifically doing research on him, finding his story intriguing. As Sasuke asked what was his story, Naruto then explained he attempted a coup d'etat in the 4th Mizukage, the Jinchuriki of the Four Tails. Are you sure about that one, Naruto? Oh, yeah, sorry, 3 Tails. I swear with you, I can never trust your information sometimes. The hell with it. Stop thinking I'm dumb. I never said that. Whatever. As Sasuke would ask if he's aware of his jutsu, as Naruto would then tell him, well, he has the silent killing technique of the mist, water dragon jutsu, and I think the water vortex jutsu. Something that can, drown you. But that may be wrong. Whatever. Like I said, you're unreliable sometimes. Are you sure the first 2 jutsu are decisive, though, and that he has them? Yeah. Okay, just make sure to stay keen on your feet, and I'd call that blade. No, whoever kills him, and if we both kill him, then we'll split it, because that blade, it regenerates once blood is poured on it. But that won't happen, running at Zabuza and unsheathing his sword. Anyhow, this was part 2 to What If Itachi Raised Naruto and Sasuke, and the like goal is 200 likes to guarantee another part to this, what if? And 300 immediately after this. So please share the video to someone who likes what ifs. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Discord server down below. Make sure to check out on my community tab, as it will determine the next what if you guys will see, as my schedule for uploading is every other day. Example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, etc., etc. And as always, Rami X out.